Hey everybody, Christopher here at Metropolitan Real Estate. Welcome back for part 2 of Finding a Great Tenant, and we're talking about rental history. So when you look at their rental history, that's one of the most important things to find, because that can tell you if they make their payments on time, if they owe their previous landlord's money, and how well they leave the asset when they leave it. So get in touch with, as many landlords as you can. Find out if they gave proper notice, if there were any damages to the unit, how much the damages were, and whether or not they paid off that account. Because that can make a huge difference. If somebody was late once or twice, not a big deal. They got caught up, they gave notice, they moved out on the right time, all that, perfect. On the flip side, let's say somebody didn't give notice, got evicted, left damages in the walls, holes in doors, and all that needed to be replaced, and they have a $5,000 bill, and they're trying to move into one of your properties, they'll probably treat your property about the same and leave you with the same kind of bill. So that would definitely be a red flag. If somebody had been evicted years ago, I'd ask for a letter of an explanation. What happened 6 years ago when you were evicted from this apartment complex? That gives them the chance to say, I made some mistakes, there was a medical issue, something happened, but I paid it off and here's proof that I paid it off. That's one thing for us at Metropolitan Real Estate. If you owe a previous landlord money, that's a no-go. That's an immediate disqualification, if you will. So also there are people that used to own their homes, and let's say they sold their home, they bought a new one, they're having it built. It's going to take 6 months to a year for that property to be constructed. Then usually homeowners take a lot better care of their property. If you have access to MLS as an agent, you can look up the property they just sold and figure out how well they maintain that property, and also if their house is sold yet. Because there's always a risk if you move somebody in who's in the process of selling their house, that maybe their house doesn't sell, they decide to move back into it, and then just leave you high and dry on the rent. So that's something you want to know. Want to know if they are renting out another property, you're allowed to ask for a copy of the lease that they have renting out their property. And next we're going to talk about criminal background checks. Who are you going to let live in your property? So join me for part 3 as we go into criminal background.